Greetings everyone. So today I have for you a little video that I filmed in the week, which is a sort of a fabric haul. What it is this box that I've got in my bedroom. It's like a blanket box at the end of my bed, and it's actually full of knit fabrics, and it was getting quite full. I was finding it hard to shut the lid. Now, those of you who know me, and those of you who don't, welcome. But those of you who know me know that I buy most of my fabrics from charity shops, and I like to try and take stuff out of the waste stream rather than keep getting new stuff. So but and I know that's actually not possible in many places, and I don't know why it's possible here, but we've got a lot of times I go in and I get nothing. Other times I go in and I get, you know, I have a little haul actually. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 things. So when I first started doing this at the outset, I wasn't as picky as I am now. Now I expect my fabric to be possibly about at least 2 meters. And I also look for things that I really like and that I would be happy to make up. Now, I wasn't like that at the beginning, so my knit box is full of a mishmash of things that I really like and things that I'm not so keen on. So I've had a good look through it, and I'll show you a bit of my process. What I did was pick out some fabrics that I like and put patterns with them, and I also got rid of some of the old rubbish. Oh, and by the way, the suitcase has gone, and I'm very, very pleased that the suitcase has gone. So the only thing is, when I looked at this video, I thought, oh my goodness, I just look so scruffy and so tired. It's just a bit of a pity that I nearly always end up filming in the evening. I tend to look better at the beginning of the day. I get up, put my makeup on and nice clothes and go to work. And when I come home, I change into my old clothes, and I'm finding, despite the coronavirus, I'm actually as busy as ever. I'm probably going to have to work all the way through it. So the state of play in New Zealand as far as coronavirus goes is, we've got, I think, about 30 cases. There are pretty much, I think they're mostly, almost all of them are traceable, or they're trying to trace them back to people who came in from abroad a couple of weeks ago. Our borders are closed, so there's no more coming in. We're just still working on trying to contain it at the moment, and we might be successful. That is one thing about living in a little island with lots of sea around it at the bottom of the world. I think the university I work for, they're putting all of their courses online. We'll probably be working at home pretty quickly. In fact, I might work at home even this week. So yeah, it's going to be all go. But yeah, as far as that goes for me, that means that I'm not going to be any less busy than I normally am. And I just find some weeks, I'm not always a great sleeper, and some weeks I just find that I get tired. And I come home from work and I think, oh, I'd love to do a bit of sewing. I just don't have the energy. I just lie on my bed and watch sewing videos instead. So keep making them. If you're a sewing vlogger, please keep making those videos, because I find them very restful. Anyway, here's mine. I hope you find it restful, and stay safe everybody, and I hope you're all keeping well, and let's just hope things don't get too much worse before they can get better. Okay. Hi folks, well, it's been the end of a long week, and I don't know, I just felt tired and a bit down, and I thought, I know, I'll go up and have a look in my knits box. Only you sewists are going to understand how I would find that strangely cheering. And I also know that I possibly could think about cutting a few things out this weekend. Cutting out is a bit of a pinch point for me, really. It's my least favoured part of sewing. Anyway, what I'm going to do is just going to talk you through what my thought process is with this stuff. Fabric box is here, as you can see, not much left in it. I've got most of it out. I did have nearly a full box of it. Some of it from my early days of fabric collecting haven't really been, it's been a bit bizarre, some of it. I don't know if I'm going to end up using it or not. I'm pickier these days about what I do buy, which is probably a good thing. So this is what I've thought about. So I've got this piece of bengaline. I don't really know what bengaline is, but I think I've had a garment in bengaline, and it's got a bit of stretch. It's kind of a bit on the stretchy side. It's black, which is okay for pants. I can make some trousers out of this. What I want to do, as you know, I'm sort of trying to make some trousers. So after making the first pair, which is a copied pair, with that bengaline, is it black? Yes, it is black. I'm thinking about making the Sabrina Slims. I've had this pattern for a while, and I will also have a look at, I just opened this up, I printed this out ages ago and haven't even stuck it together, the Barb stretch pant. That's a style arc one. Doesn't seem to be any instructions with that, and I think I need instructions, so I'm probably going to end up going with the Sabrina Slims. So if I manage to make a pair of those, and as you can see, this bengaline is just, it's probably my least favoured bit. Probably cost me about $8 or something. So if it doesn't work out, I'm going to consider that a muslin. But if I manage to get those made, bengaline, I have got this as well. This is the material. I had a roll of this, and I've still got 7 1/4 yards of it. Oh, by the way, I move between metric and imperial measurements. I kind of grew up with imperial, but they use all metric here, and sometimes I'm better at thinking in imperial and sometimes in metric. But yeah, if you can, I don't know if you recognise this, but I made a Cashmerette Upton dress in it. Well, it's more of a pinafore really, which I'm looking forward to wearing in the winter. But there's so much left of this, I think I will make some trousers next, because trousers is probably the thing I'm most likely to wear. I don't like wasting myself. So if I make those black ones, and then if they work out, I'll make some blue ones. And then, oh yes, another thing I've got is, this is bizarre, but I love this material. It's a kind of, it looks almost like corduroy, but it's actually a knit, but not a very stretchy knit. As I say, not many knits have much stretch. In fact, it has no vertical stretch, just a bit of stretch. I love the emerald green colour of it. Green is a bit of the theme, as you know. Green is a theme. But I love the texture of this. It's got beautiful drape, lovely texture, and I've got quite a lot of it. And originally I had thought that I would make, that's 1.55 metres by 3.7 metres. That's a lot, isn't it? And that only cost me $12. That's £6. I was going to make, I don't know if you can see it, the Luxe jumpsuit. That was Love Sewing one, free pattern. But I bought a ready-to-wear jumpsuit, a really cheap one from Kmart, and I've worn it a few times and I do like it, and I do think it suits me. What an awkward garment to try and go to the toilet in. Oh, I don't know. It's I don't know if I really want to, and I don't think I want a jersey one. I think it would drape too much across my tummy. So I've decided to stay practical with that, and with that green jersey I'm going to make a canyon cardigan and make use of the drape and actually do the gathered version. Things here that I probably won't use now, but there are some things I will use. Now this, I made this Simplicity 2289 in a sort of a fleecy material when I first started sewing, and it was a bit of a, it didn't really suit me, but I do actually like it. I realised that it probably would look much nicer with something that had a bit more drape. Also, I found that the neckline, which looks quite nice and low on that gazelle looking girl, it was not like that at all. It was like up right up here. So what I'm going to do is take the neck much lower and yeah, work that way. Now what I've sort of tempted to use to make that is this piece, which this was $12 as well, and it's 1.7 meters by 2.3 meters. So as I've gone along, I generally won't buy fabric unless there's a couple of meters at least. But look at this. Now what I like about this, I don't think it's not wool or anything, but what I like about it that I think would be good for that, it's got a kind of double-sidedness. It's red on one side and grey on the other. And because that, you can sort of, you're probably going to be able to see it, the inside of it as it moves. I think that could be quite fun. And you could even, yeah, I don't know, I just think I could do something with the red and grey theme. This is, it's not completely a poncho, it does actually have sleeves, so I think it could be quite wearable, like a sort of loose, almost halfway between a jumper and a poncho. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So that's that one. Big mess here. Oh yes, and I don't know why, maybe it's my frugal nature, but I kind of thought, well, I should get rid of the rubbish old stuff first. So this is stuff that I bought when I was first collecting fabric. Look at this. It's all slinky and shiny. But sometimes I'm quite surprised that fabric that I think is, oh, why did I buy that? That's just horrible old polyester. But then sometimes when you make stuff up, it looks better than you think. And I quite like it when it's sort of draped. Look at that. I like the sort of draped look of it. So I'm thinking of making a Cashmerette Dartmouth. Yeah. And hey, if it doesn't, I think I've only just probably got enough material to make the short sleeve version. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, to hell with it. Actually, it doesn't look great on me in this light, does it? This light's doing nothing for me. Yeah. And I'm tired as well. Getting old too, Deb. And then there's this as well, which is another piece of old rubbish, which I bought at the outset. Either going to make another one of those Cashmerette things. You probably can't see, but it's very polyestery and it has a bit of a shine. But you know what? To use it up, I'll either make another Dartmouth. I can't actually read the amount that I've got there. I'd have to measure it. If there's enough, I'm thinking of making that one of these. Quite like that style, and I've got a dress a bit like that, and it's pretty flattering, so I could use it as, yeah, well, although actually I've got this one, I've used this here, more old rubbish, but I think I can use that as a muslin for this, for fit, and see how it goes. So that's me. So there's 3 bits of old rubbish over there that maybe I can make something nice out of. But they're really muslins. So yeah, so that's a bit of my jersey gone. What else have I got? Oh, I really hoped. I've got this kind of stable knit here. It's very, I love this green colour, and it's very stable, and I thought I could make something like that with it, but there isn't enough of it. But then I've got, which is also stable, and I thought maybe they could go together, but to be honest I think it's a bit Christmassy actually, so no, probably not. Lovely pattern. I think I bought that pattern because Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles made it up, and it looked lovely on her, and I thought I have to give that a go. And as I say, I like jackets and things that are halfway between jackets and cardigans. As you can see, what I've got in my mind is that summer's nearly over, and maybe I need to switch now into making some more wintry things, and then that will give me time to sew them. Who knows? Anyway, as you can see, I've got other jersey here. I'll have to put that away. I've got other things here. This pile, that one here is a nice piece of fleece, and I might make a sweater top out of that. I haven't printed it out, but Love Notions have got I think it's called Whistler or something, and I've got it. I bought it in a sale, so I might use that to make that sweater. Other than that, I think these other pieces, I've got a piece here that's merino. Look, there's a grey merino. Armani ribbed merino, $22.50 a metre. Well, I actually paid $8 for it, and it's 1.5 metres. It's got a little hole in the centre, but I don't think I'll use that for me. I think I might use that for my husband, because A, he looks a lot better in grey than I do, and B, merino's lovely and warm, and he likes to have warm long sleeve t-shirts, so I was thinking of using that for him. Yeah, so there's still more jersey there, but if I make those few things, then I'll use up, and hopefully they're all fairly easy makes. So that's where I'm at. As you can see, the suitcase is still there, waiting for his nibs to carry it downstairs for me. Needs to go before I change my mind about any of that stuff in that suitcase. All right, that's all for now. So quick update before I go. I am working at home now. Yesterday our Prime Minister has given us a 4-week lockdown because we've got a bit of community transmission going on. I guess we have a hope of containing this virus in New Zealand, as we're in Ireland and now our borders are closed. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting time for us here too. I hope you're all keeping very, very safe, and don't take risks, and let's all hope and pray that this is going to pass soon. In the meantime, keep sewing, stay safe, stay well. Talk to you soon. Bye.